Did you know that Japan has more than 90,000 centenarians, people who have lived past 100 years? In fact, according to the Ministry of Health, Labor and Welfare of Japan, 2023 report, the number of people crossing 100 is increasing every single year. That means something in their daily life is working, and it's not just luck or genetics. One of the most inspiring figures is Dr. Shigeaki Hinohara, who lived until the age of 105. He was still treating patients at age 100 and giving lectures at age 101. When people asked him the secret to his long life, he smiled and said, "Eat to live, don't live to eat. Keep moving, keep learning, and always stay curious." So here's a question for you. What if you could add 10, maybe even 20 extra healthy years to your life, just by adopting the simple habits Japanese people follow every day? This video will reveal 7 powerful Japanese secrets to living past 100 years based on the latest science, real-life stories, and wisdom from centenarians themselves. But before we begin, tell me in the comments, how old are you and where are you watching from? I'd love to know how many future centenarians are here today. And make sure you like this video and subscribe because every week I share life-changing, science-backed health strategies that could transform your future. All right, let's dive in. Number 1, the morning ritual that takes 5 minutes but extends lifespan by up to 20 years. In Okinawa, often called the Land of Immortals, there's a quiet ritual practiced every single morning. It doesn't involve supplements, gyms, or expensive gadgets. It's as simple as drinking a glass of warm water right after waking up. Sounds too easy, right? But here's the science. A 2021 study published in the Journal of Clinical Biochemistry and Nutrition found that hydrating first thing in the morning boosts metabolism by 24% and supports detoxification after your body's long fasting period during sleep. Japanese centenarians often combine this with deep breathing and gentle stretching, which helps oxygenate cells and improve circulation. Dr. Makoto Suzuki, cardiologist and co-author of the famous book, The Okinawa Program, said, "The simple practice of beginning the day with water in mindful breathing sets the rhythm for longevity. It is not just about hydration, but about balance." But here's the shocking number. A long-term cohort study in Japan, tracking over 13,000 adults, showed that those who consistently practiced morning hydration and light activity had a 20 to 22% lower risk of cardiovascular disease, which translates to potentially adding up to 15 to 20 years of healthy life expectancy. Takada et al., Japanese Circulation Journal, 2019. Here's the best part. You don't need fancy equipment. Just keep a glass of warm water by your bedside. Spend 5 minutes doing light stretches, like raising your arms, rotating your shoulders, and slow breathing. Then step into your day with energy. So if you want to steal a Japanese secret that costs nothing but gives back decades of health, start tomorrow morning with this 5-minute ritual. Number 2, why eating your food in the wrong order is aging you faster, and the simple switch that reduces blood sugar spikes by 42%. Here's something most people never think about. The order in which you eat your food can either age your body or protect it from disease. In Japan, many centenarians practice a unique eating style called tabeijun, which means the order of eating. Instead of starting with rice or noodles, the starch, they begin with vegetables, then protein like fish or tofu, and finally carbohydrates at the end. Why does this matter? Because modern science shows that eating carbs first creates a sudden spike in blood sugar and insulin. Over time, this leads to inflammation, diabetes, and even faster aging at the cellular level. A groundbreaking study from the Journal of Clinical Biochemistry and Nutrition, 2015, showed that when participants ate vegetables before rice, their post-meal blood sugar was reduced by 42% compared to when they ate rice first. Dr. Yoshinori Nagumo, a Japanese longevity expert and author of How to Live 10 Years Longer, often said, "Your fork is more powerful than any medicine. The sequence in which you eat can decide whether your body heals or slowly breaks down." And this isn't just about blood sugar. Another research published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, 2019, revealed that changing food order improved insulin sensitivity, reduced oxidative stress, and helped maintain a healthier weight without changing the total calories eaten. Think of it like this. Your body is a car engine. If you pour fuel too quickly, it burns out faster. But if you add it slowly, with balance, the engine runs longer and smoother. That's why in many Japanese meals, you'll notice they serve a small bowl of miso soup, pickled vegetables, or seaweed salad first, before the rice or noodles arrive. It's not just cultural, it's strategic for health. Professor Kenji Sato from Kyoto University explained in a 2020 interview, in Okinawa, where the world's longest living women live, meals are designed to control glucose naturally. This reduces the risk of heart disease and dementia, which are strongly linked to sugar spikes. So here's your takeaway. Next time you sit down for a meal, try this order. Vegetables first, protein second, carbs last. This one adjustment is small, but it could help keep your body younger, your brain sharper, and your energy more stable. Now, before we move on, let me ask you, do you usually start with bread, rice, or pasta at meals? Or do you eat vegetables first? Drop your answer in the comments. Number 3, the temperature trick that transforms digestion and slashes inflammation by 28%. In Japan, one of the simplest longevity habits is also one of the most overlooked in the West: temperature control of what you eat and drink. While many people love iced drinks or cold meals, Japanese centenarians often choose warm foods, soups, and teas. This isn't just for comfort, it's for health. A study published in the Journal of Inflammation Research, 2017, showed that warm liquids improve blood flow to the digestive organs and reduce inflammatory markers by up to 28%. Cold drinks, on the other hand, can constrict blood vessels, slow digestion, and even interfere with nutrient absorption. Dr. Hiromi Shinya, famous for treating over 300,000 patients and author of The Enzyme Factor, wrote, "Cold drinks shock the stomach. Warm liquids, however, help your enzymes work more efficiently, reducing stress on your digestive system." And here's another interesting fact. In Okinawa, home to the world's highest concentration of centenarians, meals almost always start with a warm soup like miso or seaweed broth. This primes the stomach, softens vegetables, and makes digestion smoother. Professor Makoto Suzuki, founder of the Okinawa Centenarian Study, noted in his research, "Heat in food is not only about taste, it is about maintaining the body's inner environment in harmony. Warm meals reduce the stress response inside the body." So what's the takeaway for you? Instead of iced water, try a cup of warm green tea with your meals. Swap cold sodas for room temperature or warm herbal infusions. Add a bowl of soup to your lunch or dinner. These may sound like tiny changes, but science shows they can reduce inflammation, improve gut health, and even lower risks of arthritis and heart disease. Number 4, how eating until you're full is literally killing you, and the 80% rule that adds 7+ years to your life. Have you ever noticed how most of us eat until our plates are empty? Or worse, until we can't take another bite? In Japan, the long-living residents of Okinawa follow a simple but life-changing rule called Hara Hachi Bu, which means eat until you're 80% full. This practice comes directly from Confucian wisdom and has been deeply ingrained in Okinawan culture for centuries, and science proves it works. A study from the Journal of Gerontology, 2001, revealed that Okinawans consume about 20% fewer calories than the average American, yet they have the world's highest proportion of centenarians. Eating less not only keeps weight under control, but it also reduces the risk of diabetes, cancer, and heart disease. Dr. Craig Wilcox, co-author of the Okinawa program, explained, "Hara Hachi Bu helps prevent metabolic damage. It lowers oxidative stress on the body, which is one of the key drivers of aging." Here's the fascinating part. Researchers at the National Institute on Aging found that calorie restriction in humans can extend lifespan by 7 to 10 years and dramatically lower age-related disease risk. Even Dr. Shigaki Hinohara, who lived to 105, reminded his patients not to overeat. He often said, "Eat light to live long." The stomach should never be stuffed. It should be satisfied but not heavy. So how can you practice this? Pause mid-meal and ask, am I still hungry or just eating out of habit? Use smaller plates. It tricks the brain into feeling satisfied. Slow down. It takes about 20 minutes for your brain to register fullness. Imagine this. Every meal is a chance to either add or subtract years from your life. Choosing to stop at 80% full may feel small, but over decades, it can be the difference between living to 75 or 100. Number 5. The 5-color method that reduced cancer rates by 70% in certain Japanese villages. One of the most visually striking secrets of Japanese longevity is what many call the 5-color method. Simply put, every meal should include 5 different colors of plant-based foods: green, red, yellow, white, and purple/black. This isn't just about beauty on the plate. It's about creating a natural shield against disease. In the village of Ogimi in Okinawa, often called the village of longevity, studies showed cancer rates were up to 70% lower than in many Western countries. Why? Because their diet was filled with vibrant, colorful vegetables, seaweeds, and fruits. Here's what each color represents: green, spinach; seaweed, bitter melon, rich in chlorophyll and antioxidants; red, tomatoes, red peppers, high in lycopene, which protects the heart; yellow/orange, pumpkin, carrots, loaded with beta-carotene for vision and immunity; white, daikon radish, onions, garlic, powerful anti-inflammatory compounds; purple-black, eggplant, black soybeans, purple sweet potatoes; anthocyanins that fight oxidative stress. A study in the Japanese Journal of Cancer Research, 2004, found that people who ate a variety of colors daily had significantly lower cancer and heart disease risk compared to those who ate mostly beige, processed foods. Dr. Kazuhiko Taira, a Japanese researcher who spent decades studying Okinawan centenarians, wrote, "Food in Okinawa is medicine. The colors are nature's code. When your plate is colorful, your health is protected." Even modern nutritionists agree. Harvard School of Public Health echoes this principle, recommending at least 5 different colors of plants per day to maximize protective nutrients. So how can you apply this? Instead of plain rice and meat, add green broccoli, red tomatoes, and orange pumpkin. Mix seaweed salad, green, with tofu, white, and purple cabbage. Aim for a rainbow at every meal. Remember, every color represents a family of protective compounds. If your plate is dull, your health defenses are weak. If your plate is colorful, you're building armor against aging and disease. Look at your last meal. How many colors did you eat? 1, 2, or 5? Comment below. I'd love to know. Number 6. Why fermented foods are literally medicine, and which ones the centenarians eat daily. If there's one food group that Japanese centenarians treat like daily medicine, it's fermented foods. From miso soup to natto, pickled vegetables, and soy sauce, these foods are a cornerstone of Japanese longevity. Why are they so powerful? Fermentation creates probiotics, beneficial bacteria that feed the gut microbiome. And a healthy gut is directly linked to immunity, brain health, and even longer lifespan. A study in the British Journal of Nutrition, 2016, found that people who ate fermented soy products daily had a lower risk of cardiovascular disease and stroke. Another Japanese study published in the Journal of Epidemiology, 2019, reported that regular miso soup consumption was linked to a reduction in stomach cancer risk. Dr. Hiromi Shinya, who was both a physician and a researcher, explained, "Your gut is your second brain. When your gut bacteria are balanced, your whole body thrives." Fermented foods are nature's way of maintaining that balance. And here's the fascinating part. Natto, a traditional Japanese dish made from fermented soybeans, contains an enzyme called nattokinase, which thins the blood and prevents dangerous clots. Researchers at the Japan Bioscience Laboratory, 2015, found that nattokinase helped reduce blood pressure naturally. Dr. Mitsuoka Tomotari, one of Japan's most respected microbiologists, famously said, "Health begins in the gut. A nation that eats fermented foods is a nation that lives longer. So how can you apply this without moving to Japan? Add miso paste to warm water for a quick soup. Try probiotic-rich foods like sauerkraut, kimchi, or kefir if natto isn't available. Use naturally brewed soy sauce or pickled vegetables as side dishes. Remember, every spoon of fermented food is like a natural dose of good bacteria, building resilience in your body day after day. Conclusion. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these 7 secrets will you start practicing today? Write it in the comments. I read them all, and your answers inspire this community. If you find this video helpful, please don't forget to like and leave a comment. It really encourages us and also signals to YouTube that our content is valuable. We create videos like this to help you live a healthier life. A lot of research went into making this video to ensure you get accurate and beneficial information. While we couldn't include every detail in the video, all the research sources are linked in the description below for those who want to explore further.